Ana hauba yananabagidamagta adom-adomgi display tawriba stolsing asida tangai phadana miyoi amamam khaktamak leibi hauraga mapung oina thoram pangthoknabagidamagta sinjariba thajariba chokri asomgi mamang thangbaromda lengsinbiraktuna phambinabagidamagta nolukjari
कोई लुंगी खपी उन्हें मालूम ताराम ने
ताराम आई
अस रखना बने का दौरा गया दाइना काय मांगते कोई नहीं दम का से लंबी रखे थे फजन पोस्ट तौर पोस्ट फजन तौर
That is a good sign. Yeah. Good sign. Good sign.
Kurumjari, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and honored dignitaries, it is my privilege to welcome you all to the inauguration function of the Samarth Scheme Training Program. Scheme for capacity building in textile sector by Ministry of Textiles, Government of India. Today we gather to mark the beginning of new chapter in skill development and empowerment in the textile sector. The Samarth Scheme, a flagship program by the Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, aims to train and empower 10 lakh youth in the textile industry till March 2026. आदरणीय आज के मुख्य अतिथि और हमारे सम्मानित डिग्निटरी से मैं अनुरोध करना चाहूँगी कि वे दीप प्रज्वलित करें, इस कार्यक्रम का उद्घाटन भी करें सर। लोइदना नसिगी थरम होगोपगी नुंगाइरबा माया सुखत पिथिबगा लोइदना लेक्सिन बेरिबा इकाई कुनजरिबा नसि गैखोगी मुख्य अतिथि चीफ गेस्ट अमदि इकाई कुनजरिबा इखोगी रेस्पेक्टेड सा डायरेक्टर अनिदा थौरम सिंजरिबा सिंगी माइकैदगी खुदोल कोट खुदोल तबिनबगी दमक्ता इखोगी थौंगी सिंगु कोसिंजरि लेक्सिन बेरसि सी तो Bili busu thoromta lengsin birak namagi damakta kaujari lengsin birak. Doina na medam busu sinjari sigi maikai degi lengan pibi to na honor to bina bagi damakta aikoi thomi sing lengsin birak namagi damakta kaujari.
Good morning, respected Anil sir,
Director sir, and all ladies and gentlemen present here. So I will just give a brief about Samarth scheme, how it works. Actually, Samarth scheme is mainly for skill upgradation. Here there are three categories. One is weaving training, one is dyeing training, and another is designing training. In weaving, there will be the participants are the one to designing and also dyeing. Weaving training में क्या है? That is for 45 days. In designing, it is for 15 days, 30 days, and in dyeing, it is for 15 days. So this is the activities, and mainly the summer training is this scheme has been done because to skill the artisans. Though this training is there is skill training program and semi-skill training program. So those weavers who doesn't know anything, they can come to a semi-skill program training, which is also done in the field activities, and also this training can be done in our WSC campus itself. And also mainly to teach all the weavers different techniques, different weaving techniques, because in Manipur mainly people are using loin loom and their traditional looms, or some are now working in throw circle looms. But in Jacquard, there is a provision also to give a training on Jacquard, how the dobby works, how this drawby works, how you can do extra work, because in Manipur only people used to do extra work. But in this training you can also learn how to do extra work, how to do jacquard, drawby, dobby. This whole thing can be teach you in the summer training. So this is the brief, and mainly the purpose is to make skilled the weavers in dyeing. In dyeing also you can learn the process of how the dyeing things are goes on. But also the main aim is to also you can learn how the natural dyes can be done. So this thing you can learn in summer training, and in design also, because the weavers know how to do weaving, but they don't know how to do the design. Means how to do the paper design, what color can be done, what is the color focus going right at the right time.
Respected Relationship Secretary Leonora Batswai, Assistant Director Design Weaver Service Center, Government India, BT Mili, among the election district officers in directorate officers in Handicraft Development Corporation official type of CDs and designers in particular, media fraternity, all of that 571 we have already been selected, and they are supposed to start then when hopefully apparently design extension center touram path training hogani and hand dyeing. So I told them training makalsi tongno hona bada karamai tawgebo aikoina Manipur Textile Ministry na hojik phawda paikhaleba cluster development program 2017-18, that is lapudana 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 24, 25 all together we are implementing all together 34 one mega cluster, that means 35 cluster program we are implementing in this state. So altogether 33,000 weavers are supposed to be covered under the 34 cluster program. Masiki weavers in the high we all understand that Manipur Jacquard Sinabudi sang naming Masiki all over India Natana every forum the WSC all the time they are focusing on how to use the jacquard, dobby, etc. Because Manipur designers are also here in today's meeting. So designers in a suggestion to weavers in traditional motifs in the traditional motifs in Sabada Numitara is Chambase, how you think Numini the Saba Kamaton Sada high technology operations developed over time for the government dynasty to research and development winner to develop story. So what do you mean kind of technology of when a low nor can actually weavers in Japan, the Mamtango. Local consumption is very high. Aduna Maramarana put weavers in a share. Sustain the way in a higher target so Nasiki globalizing is the platform that they acquire weavers in a sinner sari, coaching a share, acquire local consumption, Katanatana, Mapa and the Salan Mamtango. Only then Levak economy enhance tꯧꯗꯣꯔꯤꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯇꯣ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ CDS and designersꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯔꯣꯜꯁꯤ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯆꯥꯎꯏ ꯑꯗꯨ
Under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, who is also, who looks for improving the conditions of our, it is, I think, Shakti Vankat Anba. Empowerment. Basically, it is empowerment. It or not, about 15 to 20% population is engaged in weaving. A large section of this society is in weaving, be it valley or hills. And therefore, this sector, handloom sector, handicraft sector, is one of the most important sector in the state's economy, which contributes to the GDP. Therefore, there is a need to look after this sector. So when I joined this department here about 5 months back, my first question to my director was there, that how many clusters are we having? How many cluster development executives we are having? How many mega clusters are there? How many, small clusters are there? And whether all districts are having such clusters. Then, yes, I found the reply. 39 cluster development executives are there in the state at present, who are working with some small clusters and some mega clusters. One important point which has emerged, that every district does not have such clusters. That is an important point, where the gap is there. Second thing which I observed during my field visits in the last 5 months, that the cluster development executives who are engaged, they are working with the cluster, with the viewers. They are going to have three, four kind of interventions. That is about, design development, then training to viewers. Certainly it will be modern training, improved training with new technologies. And then dyeing, natural dyes. Natural dyes, I tell you, it is acceptable across the globe. Now many countries don't like chemical dyes, artificial dyes. If we know better about the natural dyes, certainly it is going to make changes. And that should be, marked on that product, that it is from the natural dyes. The product details should be there along with a particular product. So all these things we need to learn, we need to work on this, and our cluster development executives have to have a tremendous task, I must say. And that is what we are trying, because they are the departmental employees, so they have to work in that direction. And they are trained also in the Institute of Fashion Technologies. Then, for the information of all, we are now working. When I say we are working, then I also prescribe a timeline to my officers, that within next 6 months, or within next 3 months, or within 1 year, so that timeline we decide. I don't work in a manner where there is no timeline. The timeline has to be there. We are working on a project of having a textile park, a big textile park in the state. We are starting with Imphal because we have sufficient land. We are working on this project. It will be a very big project where we will have the facility to develop the entire industrial line, which is in other states. We have in Surat, I believe. You must have heard about this Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. They have the industrial. There it is the completely formal sector, organized sector. It is not unorganized, where the weavers come in the morning at 9 a.m. They work till 5 p.m. and they get salary. The complete assembly line will be there. So on that model, because Surat also we came to know, and I am sending my director to visit those places, look for means mechanism or model they have, and we will try to adopt the similar or better model than that. Because we are having about 5 lakhs of artisans, weavers in the state. So we are working on that project. Project has already been developed. We have sent it for approval. So we are working on a timeline, and we will try to develop either at Lamboi Khongnakong or Loitang Khono, but it will be in Imphal. We have sufficient land. So for weavers, we are trying to develop such kind of facilities. Then another important point, that having to develop this clusters in every district of the state.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ikai Kumnazariba Nasigi Pambak Kakiliki Wajiribi Madam, Assistant Director of Design, Weaver Service Center, Madam, Beauty Molly, Ikai Mili, Nakpidari, Ikai Kumnazariba, Sir Director of Handloom and Textiles, Government of Manipur, respected Sir Elamon Jiten Singh, Loina, Nasi Ekwigi, inaugural function asigi chief guest mukhya atithi oina leksin biriba respected Sir Sri Anurag Bajpai, IFS additional chief secretary textiles commerce and industry government of Manipur ikai khamnajariba nasigi special dignitary singbu thagachari.
District Handloom and Textile Imphal is Mega Handloom Cluster. Sila mo yung stores niya. Imphal is Mega Handloom Clusters Matanda na Haingang. District Handloom Textile and Imphal. Imphal is Haingang and Ketrigao CDP.
The number of beneficiaries in various forms, like in various forms, whatever kind of like the benefit designer would be idea.
District and Textile Ukrul and Kamlung and Textile Vishnupur. ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯕꯦꯗꯁꯤꯠ curtain number city sila ukrulgi ko
ukrulga kamjong akhoi CDP marine sida uda ko ki
chen loi tha ba ni
Fazadra sa si bag Jebla du fazare ko
1300
Kangpokpi SCDP ko sila product table learner ko table gi phi kari do hai product oina lai hai yo kori no product oh sida dilda du phangani bye di table runner table mathakta thana adona hamu khoina semba fazai sumai ekse fazai makhan chuna laire ka chuni na chuni
kai phi no sibo
ni cluster tiam se round de taran round de ro nanjan ai si se kai no thiri ni me
sima namage pa
akano nang
fazai loi fazai fa choi lam fel lam sa sidi सारी थी ये तुम ये पकड़ चला बने कार्टेन हाँ पायरो तुम काके तो उठी के ये थौबाली लोंग एंड वांगजिंग टेन था CDB Oil store. Aduga, kake. Hukum. ꯀꯕꯨꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯕꯨꯏ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯥꯅꯦ
ꯅꯣꯏ ꯖꯥꯇꯤꯒꯤꯔꯕ
ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕꯦ ꯍꯦꯟꯗꯦ ꯀꯕꯨꯏꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤꯅꯦ
ꯀꯕꯨꯏꯒꯤ
ꯀꯕꯨꯏ ꯖꯥꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦꯍꯦ ꯃꯄꯨ ꯂꯩꯇ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯐꯖꯩꯌꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯧꯄꯨꯝ ꯅꯣꯅꯦ ꯅꯣꯅꯦꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯩꯌꯦ ꯀꯨꯔꯇꯤꯒꯁꯦ
ꯁꯦꯅꯥꯄꯇꯤꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯣ
ꯅꯝꯒꯦ ꯐꯣꯇꯣꯔꯥ ꯚꯤꯗꯤꯑꯣꯔꯥ ꯐꯣꯇꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯝꯒꯦ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯣ ꯅꯝꯃꯦ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ Paumata and Purul CDP of Senapati District Handloom of Textile.
Ay, ito ang tayo na.
Kapag